Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting tech session. We're a little late this morning because, well, I was working on this bus to get it out of here for a customer. Well, for a customer's customer, if you will. And needless to say, it's still here because the customer canceled last minute. That means they're going to come get it later this week. So all the work and effort I put in this morning to get it finished mattered not. But that's besides the point, because today we're headed off to the Volkswagen Tech Session. And what the Volkswagen Tech Session is a day where we Volkswagen owners get together to fix each other's shit and keep it running for another month. So anyways, check out rarerpw.com for all of our events. It's a public invite. You can come out. We're headed to a different location today, however, so make sure you check the events page if you do want to come out, because it's not always in the same spot. Anyways, likey, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to pluck that dingle belly so you get updates every time I upload a video. Check out duckshit.net for all of my different social media links. And we'll be back right after that intro. Ooh, my throw-out bearing's starting to get a little noisy. Guess it's about time to replace that one, even though I did it recently, of course. It's the way it goes. Nothing lasts anymore. I even put a proper German-made Sachs branded one in there, but I guess it's life. Anyways, we'll be back right after that intro. Well, a little something different today. We're headed off to Todd's place because Decklid Don is out of town yet again. He's driving across the country with his RV, stopping at every restaurant he sees and eating everything that they have. It's just what Don likes to do, I suppose. Good on him. He's got a Facebook page where he's tracking all of his stops, by the way, if you're curious to see what Decklid Don is up to. He wants to be more like, you know, DuckmanCycles and VW Garage type stuff and do what I'm doing. So he's got a little fan base of his own, so if you want to check him out, there's a link down below on the screen. Go over there and said the Duckman sent you. It's up on his Facebook. I think he's got a group page or a fan page or something going on for that. So, yeah, please check him out. Tell him I sent you. Anyway, I think we're a few more houses down here. Well, I think it's past the stop sign up here. Boy, it's a hot one today, too. It's going to be nearly 100 degrees again, just like it was yesterday. Thankfully, it's dry out. The humidity is the only thing that's saving us today. I'm supposed to go to a barbecue cookout later on today, but it's too damn hot for that even. Nobody wants to slave over a hot grill. So, we're going to be inside in the air conditioning instead. Alright, where is this place? I hope we left the Volkswagen out front because it's pretty easy to pass it. See something over there on the right, or left rather. What is that? It's a truck. No, that's not what I thought it was. It's right in here somewhere. Can't be too much further. If we start going downhill, we've gone too far. Where are we? It's gotta be right here. I think it's right here. No. No, not it. Uh-oh. We're starting to go downhill. I think we've gone too far. Nope, he's right here. There's his Jetta. Look at that. We were supposed to have last month's tech session over here, but it rained so damn much that his backyard floods up and makes some pretty serious puddles. So we canceled it. Well, build it anyway. Let me turn this camera around here and we'll be back in just a second. Alright, here we are. Got Volkswagens everywhere. Looks like it's a smaller turnout. We're in a different location than the norm, so sometimes people get a little weird about that. I don't want to be directly behind the garage because somebody will back into me. Alright, I'm just gonna stick the car right over here. Hi, Todd! Get out of the way. Oh. That kind of enthusiasm today, huh? Boy, is it a hot one. Oh boy. It's gonna keep getting hotter. Who's pervertible? Hers.
Install e-brake cables.
E-brake cables.
Jason or Chris is trying to get an engine running. Jeff's dorking up all the wiring for what wires go where,
Uh-huh.
and they can't figure out what top dead center is.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Glenn.
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
While
Hey, I
Bill's
got
looking at tits and boobies.
Oh, well, that's the right thing to do today. What you looking at?
Blue-footed boobies.
You like my tits and boobies?
I've
I
actually
do.
seen a blue-footed booby over on Midway Island.
But have you seen a blue nippled booby?
Don't want to see one of them. That's a Smurf, right?
I suppose.
Cold out. If they're blue nipple, it's really cold out.
I'm getting zapped.
Zapped. Oh, man. All right, well, it's hot. I'm taking a break. So, did you find your nuts?
No nuts. We're
No
going
nuts.
We're going with one starter bolt. Bottom is
Gravity will hold it.
resting in there.
Yeah, gravity will hold it.
We're not going anywhere. We just want to prove that it runs.
And that's the way the one Beetle was that I had repaired for somebody. There was no nuts on the bottom.
Nothing on
Nope.
the bottom.
And then this one was loose. I'm sorry. No, wait a minute. That one was gone. That was gone. One of the bottom ones was the only one that was tight.
I guess I could put a nut and bolt here. Just
Yeah, you can reach it. Wouldn't hurt. As there is a bit of a gap, I can see it in the bell housing, so that might cause a starter to bind. But you'll know if you try to start it, it doesn't
we
want
had
to
it
crank.
cranking pretty good. Now we're messing with timing.
Yeah, it's fine. What's in there?
It's got the Florida choke on it.
Florida choke. Nothing. Just wired open, looks like.
The radiator's got a little leak on it,
Sanding and buffing with a leaky radiator.
and the passenger rear wheel cylinder's leaking. So I had
Uh-oh.
to puddle brake fluid all over.
Uh-oh.
A little different than last time we saw it.
Yeah, it's very shiny. Very shiny. It is a hell of a change. How close if it matches the color to the original?
Pretty near.
Pretty close.
You can see some of the door jamb. That's original. That's new.
Yeah, that gets it. That gets it, see?
It's close enough.
You could run it into your Mustang and you'd never leave a mark. You wouldn't even know it.
Actually, the weird one is the two of them sitting in the barn together. It's really noticeable the difference between the reds.
Is it really?
Yes.
I guess it needs the artificial light.
That's way orangier, and that's way darker.
The color on this camera is so weird anyway. It makes that look like bright tomato color.
Huh, yeah.
It's the El Cheapo camera. And I only took a dump, so I'm using the other one. I have to put a lot of post-processing on to make the colors as close as possible to what they're supposed to be.
But I'm thinking, I shot the rims with rail can silver, and I think I'm probably going to go gunmetal. They're too obnoxiously silver.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree. Besides, it'll hide some of the blims, too.
Yeah. The rims are pretty beat up.
Yeah, they're a little blimmed, but they'll be alright.
But
Like you
I'm
said,
thinking
gunmetal, it'll hide it all.
Go gunmetal,
Yep.
and it's not as streaming silver.
And then if you want to, you can get in there with a paintbrush and black the insides here.
Well, and I was thinking about that too. How do you just set it off a hair?
Yeah, and that'll actually hide more, too, so...
Or you drive around for a month and the brake dust builds up in there, and then same thing.
You got the organic pads on there. I had a coworker of mine used to chastise me for my brand new 350Z that had black wheels within the first week I had it. I had them cheap organic pads on there, and I caught hell from them for over a year until finally I said, to hell with it, and I put ceramic pads on, cleaned the wheels, and it's been fine since. I don't want to listen to it. They turn black. That's what they do. That looks great, Todd.
Thanks. My cheap rabbit just keeps getting more and more
Not cheap.
and expensive and not cheap.
You're right.
I do have the cool stripe in there in the box.
Uh-huh.
They send me the kit. The stripe's too short for the doors, so they're sending me their upgraded kit with longer door stripes. So it's got the stripe that comes back, and in the back quarter underneath the window says diesel, and it has the little VW running rabbit on it.
Okay, I remember those.
Kinda cool.
I remember the running rabbits, yeah. I haven't seen one like that since, boy, I was a little kid. That's how long ago since I've seen one of them. Yeah, it's been a long, long time. And then again, you don't see many of these anymore anyway.
Well, and everybody looked at me and said, "Why did you get a rabbit?" And I'm like, "When was the last time you saw one?"
Yeah.
Well, you don't.
You don't.
That's why I got a rabbit.
That's it.
You don't see them. Everybody's got a beam now. Everybody's got a brush now.
Yeah, this is the next thing after all the air-cooled stuff finishes its wave, I guess you could say. Because now people are like buying Vanagons and Super Beetles and stuff that we didn't want years ago. 10 years ago, it was like, those nobody wanted.
Interest is coming up on it. My question is, what I don't know is how many are left? Because I think most of them went to the crusher.
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah. And this
keep
is
the cabriolets in the trucks are super valuable. Everybody freaks out over the VW trucks.
the old caddies.
But just a straight up rabbit.
That's it. It's 3, and they're all right here because this was made from them.
Yeah. Actually not. That has 34,000 miles on it.
Original, huh?
Yeah.
How about that?
Decent, so I've got to get another 270,000 miles to put on it before I need to worry about that.
Did you beef up that rear suspension?
I fixed the struts.
That was a damaged strut.
Hmm?
It wasn't worn, it was just broken.
No, they weren't broken. I put new struts.
Oh, you
in.
actually replaced them. Okay.
I replaced the struts because the ones that came out of it were toast.
I just still find it hilarious that when we had Joe in the back seat there when we were going trip around the track, right? It was bottomed out.
It looked like a squatted rabbit.
And he weighs every bit what I do and probably a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
And he's just crushed the back of it down. It probably rides a whole lot better now too. But it looks great.
Well, I replaced the struts, and then we got Kimberly's bug back together. So once she got back in her bug, I took this off the road to do the body. So I really don't know how it rides with the new struts back because I haven't driven it around.
That's fresh. All right.
And I tried firing up the AC because I recharged it, and the fan's not kicking on and the radiator's leaking, so I got to replace the radiator, straighten out the AC issue, and then now, of course, rear brakes because it's oozing.
Yeah. Tis a leaker. It looks good, and I remember your interior was absolutely spotless.
It's, just a little bit of wear on the driver's seat.
Yeah,
the
that's the only
dash was
wear
all
right
cracked
there.
up, so I threw a cover on the dash.
Yep.
But otherwise, that's why I fully believe it's original 34,000 miles, because the interior's not roached at all.
Sitting in an old lady's garage somewhere.
Sat in a Connex box for 20 years.
Oh, wow. Might as well have been in the garage then.
So, dude who owned it lived in Mississippi and he worked for NASA. So the old one had a NASA sticker on it. So I think I drove it to and from work for a little while, and then took it off the road and threw it in a Connex box.
Being that it was a diesel, after having sat that long, did it fire right up?
No.
No? Because I know diesel doesn't go bad as quite the same as gasoline does.
I drained it all out, I flushed it out. The injection pump was bad, so I replaced it with a rebuilt injection pump. And then we still couldn't get it to fire, so actually the first fire on it is I put a tow strap on it, which we hooked to Joe's truck, and we pull started it.
Pulled it in gear.
And it started at about 10 feet.
Wow, okay. So it did start right up then.
As soon as, cranking on it, it wouldn't fire cranking on it. So we went, let's try pull starting it.
Dump it in first
gear. A lot
gear.
of stuff in the book says pull start them. It pull started in 10 feet.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, it's good, Todd. It really does. That turned out great. That's it. You're going to get best paint at the car show.
Yeah.
You might.
I know how ugly it really is.
Well, it's up to Bill and I to decide that.
Oh. Okay. Hey, how much do you want?
they're doing a master cylinder job over here. I helped them break the bolts free. Now they're putting the lines back in, so probably they'll have this thing back up and running soon. But how many men does it take to screw in a master cylinder? The answer is 2, unless you're Duckman, and it's 1. While Bill over here is on his phone, I tell you what, today's generation, this guy. You know, when I was your age, sir, we didn't have these things.
Right here. Look, this is what I'm looking at. Get your priorities straight. Volkswagen parts, wife and kids, food.
That's about right.
That's it.
All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching. Another exciting tech session. Quiet one again. That's the way it's been. Everybody likes to go to the bigger shop. Todd's place is a nice place, and actually, it's a lot cooler inside that shop because he has much better airflow inside of there with the whole wall that opens up and a nice fan in the side of it than Don has. So I'm going to tell Don we need to cut a hole in his wall and put a big-ass fan in it. Anyway, if you want to know more about our events, check out rareairvw.com, click on the Facebook links, and you'll see our events up there. We've always got something going on. It's always open invite, so come on out and join us. As always, you guys, likey, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to pluck that dingle bell so you get updates every time that I upload a new video. Check out duckshit.net for all of my different social media links. And hopefully this week we'll be seeing you again with some updates on that bus that I've been finishing up for that local car dealership. I got a Beetle that I'm trying to put an engine in that's running, and I'm trying to finish up the squareback. I'm doing a little more carburetor tuning on it because I want that thing to run just perfect. And it's getting there. It's getting there. But there's some updates on that. We're going to talk about it more soon. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.